Excited for some volatility over here. I mean, we have a lot to talk about today. So, we'll wait till the stream kind of gets going over here. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. And just like I was saying to all of the members of LTNP this morning, this is a time this morning to sit there on your hands and do nothing. I cannot, I try and get this across to you guys all the time, but when you see all of these crazy things starting to happen in the market, there is going to be a lot of people out here that are just going to be trying to take action in the market for literally no reason. If you guys started shorting the hole down here, you're making massive mistakes. I don't know why that's something that everybody wants to do off of just some random Russia news that isn't really gonna lead to anything. Guys, think about what we were talking about in the morning stream. I was like, I am so incredibly unbothered by this move down right now that if something starts to happen, sure, we're gonna maybe adjust a little bit and then stay in cash and start to be a little bit more cautious. But as of right now, unless we see our alerts starting to fire on good setups, there is nothing for us to do. It's simple, guys. Less trades, more profits. I tell you guys that every single day, that methodology is going to lead you guys to success. You just got to start listening here. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. It costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. We have a 200 like goal on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can hit it. And remember, I'm the only person that you guys know on social media here that has literally been demonetized by YouTube for talking about and highlighting all of the 10x plus trades that they hand out to their group with proof. I'm the only person that you know. I say this all the time. We're doing things within LTNP that the trading community has literally never seen before. I understand it seems crazy that I'm coming out here and showing you guys these massive percentage return trades that I'm handing out to the group every single week. But like I said, 5 10x trades ago, 10 10x trades ago, 15 10x trades ago, 20 10x trades ago, really all in the last 2 months here, it is not going to stop. Remember, prices are going up for LTNP next week. If you guys want to lock in the lower rate, meaning that the price you join at is the price that you pay, it never goes up on you, make sure you check out that link pinned to the top of the live chat there. Use code September. Also, I'm giving you guys a little bit of a gift, 50% off your first month. Get in there, go through the videos, learn the system, and you're going to start being able to have success just like all the other members in there. So, folks, let's do our little bit of a roll call. Hopefully there's no slackers on the like button over here. I feel like there might be. We will see. But let's see. I'm going to click over to the screen here, and we'll give you guys your little grade on how you've done on the like button so far. You guys are doing okay. You guys are doing okay on the like button. We'll see. We got Dawn, Gerald, Michael, Jerry, Joshua, Jackie, Grey Cool. We've got Angel, Hush Puppy, Jay, D, William, Julian, Jesse, Mark, William. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Neo. Nice initial start to that move there. Let's see if it can get some continuation, and then we'll kind of go from there. Again, this is not really a day to be active in the market, guys. I feel like a lot of people were out there seeing what was happening this morning and just started shorting everything. Again, this is why I've been telling you guys throughout this week and last week that people that aren't in LTNP, they're screwed. They're completely screwed. If you're not listening to all of the different kind of market analysis tidbits that I give you guys every single day, you're going to really struggle. Again, when we fully understand the big macro picture of everything that's happening here, obviously we're going to have some volatility. Obviously, when the market's kind of trading at the highs here for a couple of days and ripping after FOMC, we are due for a little bit of a pullback here. We'll see what ends up happening today. We'll see how the market wants to go going into PCE. And even on a day like today, before a pretty big inflation report, we're not looking to be all that active anyway. We want to make sure that we can get a good understanding of where the market wants to head next. Think about it. We've already had, the Apple trade coming into this week, that was another 1,000%er. You guys hit TSM for over 1,000%. The Lockheed trade, what's his name? I forget who it was. Somebody, I forget his exact name. But making 20 grand on that trade there, 15 grand on that one. That was really awesome. I think you guys are still in the IBM runners over here too. IBM is looking for that next target here right around 280. Guys, how many more of these you want? The IBM breakout was down in here, 260. You're almost at 280 already. How many more of these do you guys want to see? I'm just going to keep handing out the best trades in the market to everybody. It's just not going to stop. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep smacking that like on the way in. Spread the stream out. Share it with a friend. Let's do it. Oh, it was Alex. Yeah, LMT. Yeah, that was epic. That was epic. 288, that would be a bit aggressive. The next target there on IBM's right around that 280 area, 279.88. Nio looks phenomenal over here. We can talk about this one a little bit. I mean, this is one that we were talking about on the morning stream, and I was like, well, it's not, you don't really want to be too active today in the market, but if there is anything, I mean, Nio doesn't look bad here, and the level that we were outlining was 735. So if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll see what happens with that one. I know a lot of you guys are up nicely on that one. XPEV was another one. I know, like, guys, it's just catch me if you can. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, IBM 453% on those. Congratulations, guys. Dawn is up 157% on XPEV. That's another one. I mean, guys, I'm gonna throw what do you call it? The link to LTNP in the live chat here. You guys don't miss it. Don't miss it. Prices are going up. So, folks, Fig, guys, Fig is nothing to me right now. Fig is absolutely nothing. Fig is still basing. If it hits this level here, 59.72, that'll trigger an entry. If not, then we don't touch it. You know, simple as that. You guys know the rules. You guys know the rules over here. Let's see. I actually might tweet out the stream link right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'll tweet that stream link out. Bing. All right, let's see what we get here. So, yeah, don't be a slacker. Hit that like button on the way in. We'll see what happens with Nio. IBM's looking like it wants to get there. If the market continues up here. Remember what I said this morning, guys, when the market was at the lows? I was like, I would laugh so hard if this thing went green today. So hard. If this market just flipped around here and just started ripping into the green. And that, like, you got to think about it, too. Like, a lot of the time, like, you guys were asking me, too, this morning. You were like, why is the market selling off so much? And it's like, it's Russia nonsense. And it's like, a lot of that was what was going on with this, like, NATO thing with, like, being willing to shoot down Russian, like, aircraft in NATO airspace. And it's like, okay, cool. So the implication of that is World War III. Do we really think that it's logical that Russia is going to go over here and just start, like, antagonizing and provoking World War III? In my opinion, no. And a lot of the time, and then it's the government shutdown stuff, but, like, you got to realize, like, when you've been doing this for as long as I have, and you see things like this, these narratives start, and it just is like over and over and over. It's like most of the time, nothing ever happens. So if we have to sit back and relax and let everybody, there's IBM. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. IBM, those have got to be up over 500% there. Oh my God. Those have got to be insane now. So catch me if you can. That's another one. How many more of these you guys want to see? Even on a day where the market is as volatile as it is, guys, we are still, like, you guys are still able to nail the absolute best trades in the market. It is not going to stop. It just isn't. It's just the way that we operate is just so much better than anything that anybody has ever done for anybody in the trading space. There's nothing like it. Seeing over 500% for the first time. Jesse, there you go. Well, that's another profit target there. So that's a good spot to trim. All right, at that level that we were outlining, this little base. Next target on this one will be, just like Catch Me If You Can was saying, right around 288. What a move on IBM, ladies and gentlemen. That could be our, what, 21st, 22nd 10x trade in the last 2 months here. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd love to see Nio above 8. I don't think I can do that today. That would be pretty aggressive, but Nio above 8 would be pretty fun. Remember, I own, like, what, 4,000 shares at 455, so it'd be cool to see that. It'd be pretty cool to see that. 756% on 800% on IBM. Alex, let's see that in community gains, buddy. Let's see that. Let's see that, dude. That's great. That's insane. Again, guys, it's just another day, another round of victory lapping with LTMP, 866%. How many more of these are you guys gonna miss? Like, seriously. I keep telling you guys this. Like, the only question you can ask yourself now is not whether or not LTMP works, because it is so overtly obvious from what I showcase to you guys on these streams every single day that it works very, very well for everybody. The only question you can really ask yourself at this point is how many of these are you going to just sit there on the sidelines and miss? 866%. That's like nine and a half times your money. Are you kidding me right now? Seriously. Really, guys? This is what we're doing here? There you go, Alex. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, when you get a chance, throw that in community games. That's insane. It's what we do. What do you guys expect at this point? Seriously, what do you expect? You guys in LTMP are spoiled. Spoiled. Lulu's still holding on there. I mean, unless it hits the yesterday's low, I'm just going to let that go for a little bit. So, great work, guys, as usual. Even on the days where the market's going crazy. What are you up total on IBM? 10 grand? Yeah, guys, prices for LTMP are going way high. Next week is the price increase. So again, make sure you hop in before then because it's going higher. Like, lock in that lower rate, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss this stuff. It is the best that you will ever see out of the market. Let's see here. Oh my God, 281. If this gets to 288 today, which I don't think it will, but if it does, that would be insane. That's gonna be like 2,000%. Are you serious right now from here? I mean, unless you took the breakout here again, which you might have. These are all runners as well. Oh my God, Alex. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's insane. I mean, we're going to do some serious victory lapping with that today. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything. Everything. Just another showcasing just how powerful what we do is. And you missed it again. Everybody sitting on the sidelines, you missed it. Again. Let's see. Nio peeking a little back up here. I'd love to see it get through today's high and start running a little. Yeah, great work, guys. Great work. $10 likes away from 50. Thank you, guys. We got a smaller group in here today. I feel like everybody was just like, oh, market's dying. We're just going to take the day off. That's fine. But like I was telling you guys in the morning stream, like how unbothered I was by that sell-off. It's just like, guys, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. It's gonna be a little volatile, but like if you're gonna, this is why understanding the big picture of the market, guys, is so important. And just understanding like how things work. It's just like, this is why we're gonna be drilling today. It's like, okay, it still could come back down. It easily could, but it doesn't really change much because today is still not a really like great day to be super active in the market anyway with new positions, because either way we have PCE coming out tomorrow. You know, so what happened to GIS? It sold off. It hit yesterday's low. That's a recut it today. I'd love to see this thing go on a little sprint here, just through 771. This level here, this is an important level. 771 on Nio is big if it can get through there. 771 would be big time. If Nio clears there, Jackie, 560% on IBM. Absolutely epic work, guys. I mean, seriously, that's insane. Do I think LMT is still solid? LMT is a position that LTMP was able to make super free at this target yesterday at like 494. LMT is not really a focus of ours at all at this point. It already hit 2 targets, 3 targets. It hit all the targets. This one, it hit all of them. You know? So if it's running through all the targets and everybody's able to make it free, I mean, we're not even looking at it anymore, you know? Lulu climbing back up here. Hello. Hello. Let's see. Market kind of stuttering a little here. Uh-oh. THC. That looks good. I like that. Tenet Healthcare. Well, I'm not really the biggest fan of trading healthcare names, but like that's a decent looking setup there. Good spot. Soundboard with the crowd cheer on it. Dude, I know. It's just like we should just call these streams the victory lapping streams, because every single day I come out here and I'm just like, oh look, LTMP members crushing it again. Like, what do you guys expect at this point? 8 coming this week? Jurgen, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that on Nio. That'd be pretty fun. I'd love to see, not this week, but I'd love to see Nio at some point this year over 10. That'd be pretty cool. It would have to have some really good news come out with it, but yeah, I mean, it could. Here's the thing too, guys. Nio is one of the 20, I think it's 21. It's either 20 or 21 10x plus trades that I've given out in the last 2 months. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if we can do it again. So let's see here. What's the market doing? Stuttering a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy, guys. Just like I was saying in the morning, I was like, I'm so unbothered by this silly action in the market. Let them do what they want to do. They're just going to give us more setups. Will GIS recover? Doesn't matter. It invalidated on the bottom side. So at this point, who cares? It hit the stop. Forget about it. That's how it works. And that's why I always say, too, it's like, guys, the outcome of one individual trade is so meaningless when every single trade that I outlined for LTMP has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of percent. Like, think about IBM today. Think about Apple this week. Think about TSM this week. Think about what else this week? XPEV. Think about, what do you call it? BTU. Rant. Like, guys, there's so many. It's like, if one of them's going to go down and hit the stop, it's like, who cares? And that's something that, like, people can't get through their heads, which is interesting. Like, they struggle a lot with, like, understanding. Like, I see these comments on my Instagram and TikTok all the time, and they're like, I don't know why you don't talk about the losers. And it's like, what? Okay, you want me to talk about a trade that goes down 30%? Okay, it doesn't matter, because that's why I made that one video, and I was like, this is the only time I'm ever going to talk about this. Like, people are hanging out way too far. ASTS, another one. People are hanging out way too far on the left side of the bell curve, to be completely honest. Because it's just very basic second grade math. It's like, if you're going to have a couple of losers that go down, I don't know, 30, 40, even 50%, if that's like really, really, you get gapped like crazy. And even on the low side, a winner, 250%, 1,000%, 500%, 600%, 800% on this IBM here. ASTS cruising 500%, like the Apple 1,300%. It's like, does it matter? Think about it. Does it matter? No, it doesn't, because any one of these tiny little paper cut losses is going to be massively outweighed by all of the epic trades that I hand out all the time. And that, guys, is the main reason. That type of math and that type of thought process is the main reason why you guys will have way more success swing trading over day trading, and why everybody that joins in LTMP has so much more success in there than in any other group, because the gains and the wins are just so much bigger, and the margin for error is so much wider, because even if you're going to screw up some of these trades here, which can happen, or you just do something that you shouldn't have, it doesn't matter because you hit one. There's been 21 minimum 10x trades, and a lot of them have run up multi-thousands of percent. You hit one of those, and you're wildly green. Because think about it. Let's say you go into the trade with 2% of your account. You scale out at the first level for, let's say, 200% or something. But let's not even consider those gains. Let's pretend that those gains don't even exist, because the gains are actually more. If you then have 1% of your account in the trade and it goes up 2,000%. Okay, well then you're up 20% on your account. If you're using 1% or 2% of your account in the trade, you need 10 or 20 losses on the options to go to literally 0 in a row to go back to break even. That's pretty unlikely. So just going through that and thinking a little bit differently in the market like that, guys, is the reason, it's why LTMP is as powerful as it is. I don't know why more people don't operate this way in the market and then just instead go for like these really, really silly like 1-to-1, 1-to-2 risk to reward strategies that don't even work. And then just end up complaining and wondering why they're losing in the market. And it's like, it's because you're not doing stuff like this. That's why. Where is ASTS today? I mean, I can show you this chart and what everybody did on it. Like, yeah, it's back down. But look at this. This thing went from what? 5-minute opening range break here. Ran through all the targets up here. Hit that last target on, what do you call it? Tuesday. It's ripping. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Like, even, like, that's, so, like, this is, like, think about this. I'm making it, like, when I'm talking about, like, the risk to reward and everything, I'm making it really difficult. Like, I'm saying, let's not even consider the gains on the initial scale out. Let's assume that every trade goes to 0, which they don't. And it's like, even then, that's the math. You want to know what asymmetric risk to reward is? That's what it is. Right there. So like when I say like everything you've ever wanted out of the market's been right in front of you the entire time, it's like it's right here for you. Just gotta pay attention. Pay attention or pay a premium, ladies and gentlemen. You know? I'd love to see Nio get pushing back into the 760s here and start moving a little. But once that gets through your guys' heads and you understand the setup that we're looking for, you're going to be like, why was I doing anything else? It's like, I don't know. I don't know why you were. But we are 3 likes away from 50, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Again, we have a 200 like goal on the stream. We had a smaller group in here today, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm still going to show you guys the best results ever. That IBM move was insane. 560%, 913% IBM. That's crazy. Or they risk too much than they can afford to. Well, that's the other thing too, where it's like, this is why like when people talk about and they make these videos about like risk management and psychology, it's just like these people don't actually know what they're doing in the market, because there is only one thing that actually matters that takes care of everything else. And it's strategy. Because on the risk management side, well, obviously if you have a solid strategy, it's going to tell you what you should be risking per trade. So bing, bang, boom, check mark, risk management taken care of. Well, then psychology, which is what a lot of people struggle with. Well, one of the things that people mess up is like they're just too antsy to do things, which is going to get really, really bad if they just try to day trade all the time, which is a really silly thing for everybody to do. But let's talk about swing trading, which we already know is superior than day trading in every sense. But if we're thinking about just like strategies in general, well, if you actually have, which really few people actually do, if you actually have a strategy or a system that is built to generate you a positive expected value over time, which is making money, then you have a really good understanding of, again, what to expect over time. So if you know that, then there's no reason ever logically to make to do anything else in the market at any given time, you know? Mobilize not a setup here. So all of that stuff is taken care of for you. Lulu moving back up a little here. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, Lulu's great. I'd love to see this get back to the day highs. I mean, it'd be crazy if Lulu got back to yesterday's highs. That would be pretty fun. Nio doing its thing. We were looking at TJX and Ulta this morning, but those also, like, on those breakouts, just had horrific option chains. So we're not going to be going near those. There's no need. Palantir getting some movement? I think Palantir invalidated. Oh, wow. Just kidding. Palantir still valid here, holding on to the 10. Damn. Yeah, that actually looks good still. 185.66. I like that. Lulu back above 176. Starting to creep a little here. I like that. I held on to that one. Let's see if we can get some action. But yeah, Palantir looking pretty good there. It does kind of look like we get into the day green. Right, like I was talking about in the pre-market stream when everybody across the board in the market was freaking out over nothing. It was like, it'd be hilarious if this market went green today. I mean, it's still 21 points away, which is significant, but it's possible. Day trade from where, though? Like up in here in the pre-market, the range is too big. I can almost tell you right now the range is going to be too big from those highs. 1,002% on IBM. Guys, that is now the 21st 10x trade. Okay, at minimum it's 21st. It might be the 22nd. The 21st or 22nd 10x trade that I have handed out to the LTMP group in the last 2 months. Now, guys, it's like, I don't know how many more of these you guys need to see in order to realize this is the way that you should be operating in the market. Now, remember, prices are going up for LTMP next week if you want to lock in the lower rate, which means the price that you join at is the price that you pay. It never goes up on you. Hop in before next week, the end of the month, and I'm giving you guys a gift. 50% off your first month with code September. Like, obviously, if you guys want to pay the higher rate later, it's fine with me, but you guys don't have to. There you go. Links in the live chat for you guys. Pay attention or pay a premium. Let's see. Yeah, Alex, you got that in community gains now? 1,000%. Today's return, 37,000%. What? That's crazy. That's got to be a glitch on the thing there. Yeah, Lulu's starting to move back up here. That's good. But yeah, like that's like the 11th 10x trade in the last week, guys. Like I just at this point, if you're trying to do anything else in the market, stop and quit. Seriously, stop and quit. It's just not you're not being as efficient as you could be right now with your capital, and that's what the market is about, being as efficient as you possibly can be with the capital that you have at your disposal. Nio just chopped around 750. That's fine. Lulu started to move back up. Lulu getting through the highs here would be very interesting. So another $1 on Lulu. Like, that was one of the reasons why I was holding things out, too. Like, the stop on Lulu was, what, 172? It comes back down, hits the 10, right back up. It's like, this one could still fail, but at the same time, it's like, well, if the market really is acting pretty irrationally to the news that's came out here, then why would I really want to touch anything? The only thing that I cut was GIS because it actually came down below yesterday's low. Everything else is still valid, you know? Volume is lower. Is it you? It's you. Tyler, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Palantir would actually be interesting. Like, again, though, we'll see what happens with PCE tomorrow. We do have a lot of... And tomorrow's Public Live Day, too. We're going to have a lot of people in here for Public Live Day. That'll be fun. But again, you're not going to see this. You guys, like, we're doing stuff that the trading community has never seen before. So I understand, like, the kind of hesitation where people are like, is this real? It's like, well, that's why I showcase these results to you guys every single day and every single week so that you guys can see what is possible out of the market if you start operating the correct way. 5.75 points. Oh, it's perfect. Swing trade? Nice, Tyler. Let's do it. I mean, you've probably seen all the crazy results that I've been handing out. It's been ridiculous. I'm so happy that so many of you guys are starting to realize, too, that, like, swing trading is always going to make you way more money, way more consistently than day trading ever can or will. It's just like, you guys see it all the time. You know? Damn. Catch me if you can. 1,178% on IBM. I mean, what more do you guys want? It is. I almost think at this point it's impossible for me to hand out better gains. I don't think it's possible to do better than what we do. How? What are we going to start hitting 10,000% gains all the time? 100x? I think 10x is pretty good. I think that's pretty good. They don't call me the Swing King for no reason. Or a lizard. You guys do call me a lizard, too. And he's still holding 15 contracts. Where is it right now? Yeah, I mean, guys, it might hit that level today. That would be insane. There is no lifetime access to the group, Tyler. Oh, are you talking about where I let the course people in for free? Yeah, I could probably hook you up with that, maybe. I could probably do that. Hive? Let's take a look. That doesn't look bad. That actually looks really fun, honestly. That would be a fun chair trade on a little breakout at like 414. That could be fun. SLV breakout? Did it? Not really. I mean, it's a decent looking chart, but it's not one that we really want to go for. Lulu's starting to climb. Let's see. Scott says, I just joined a couple days ago. Already made my money back from the price I paid to join and then some. Thank you, Scott. It's only going to get better, my man. It's only going to make it better. Or it's only going to get better. So, congrats, guys. So, again, you guys that missed this lower rate here that I'm offering you guys and the 50% off your first month deal, it's never going to be cheaper than it is right now. Nio chopping around, Lulu doing its thing. Market's starting to lose it a little bit here. We'll see. That's just a ripper, man. Ripper. TCNNF? Isn't that True Leaf? Yep. How's True Leaf look? I see what you're looking at here. It doesn't look bad. I bet the weekly looks a little better on this, or not. It's just kind of wicked at 200. So here's the thing. When I look at things like MSOS, AMC, GME, Open, Kohl's, DNUT, AEO, they're just trades, guys. Anybody that's getting married to these names is just kind of admitting to everybody that just like they don't actually want to have success in the market. They want to be part of a group or a thing or a nonsense. Like, okay, if that's your thing, great. Just don't expect to have great results. So with MSOS here, when I was outlining this one to you guys at 324, which this was one of our big 10x trades over the last like 2 months here from like August, like late July going into August and September here. What did we have? We had a really, really solid chart setup here on the weekly. We had a nice base. You had a double bottom, a nice setup within this setup, a nice break to the upside, and off to the races. What did you also have? Well, you also had a lot of people looking for cannabis to get moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. So you had a possible potential catalyst coming up, but the catalyst itself doesn't actually matter because the market, again, is always forward-looking. So if the market thinks that that is coming, well, then it's going to behave as such, and that's what you saw. So, again, I gave this to you guys at 324. You guys can go back on my Twitter as well. And on this day right here where we hit $6, which was the other target for, and Ben, I know you know this. I'm just kind of victory lapping in front of everybody. But I know you guys, a lot of you guys know this. I outlined the $6 target here. The stock hit 602 and then had one of the filthiest daily candles that formed in existence. And what did I say? I was like, this is the sign of a local top. Nothing is 100% certain, but I would be very, very careful here. And what did we see? We saw MSOS go from the 560s all the way back down to almost under 4. So this was perfect. Like, that was perfect, textbook. But now, the only thing that these are really going to be looking for after kind of the shock that it's given to the market is the actual news now. So I'm not going to be going near these anymore because we've already done our dirty work on the cannabis names. And there's going to be a lot of other people that were buying up at these elevated levels thinking that the news wasn't already priced in, even though it was blatantly obvious that it was. Or was getting priced in. So again, that's another thing about LTMP. It's like we are getting into these moves, guys, before everybody else. That's exactly why I'm able to hand out these big 10x trades all the time. There's been 11 of them in the last week. There's been 21 of them in the last 2 months. It's like, okay, I'm pretty sure that everybody and their mother would like to hit some 10xers, you know? There goes the market leaking. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting setup, but given what we've already done with it and kind of how things are looking in that space, it's like, well, why bother, you know? Why bother? You know? We're just going to keep doing what we're doing over here. How many 10xers do we have this week? 3. Tesla, I know some of you guys hit it on TSM too, on the runners, and then IBM here. Who else is doing things like that? Nobody. What else we got in community gains? Ooh, Milos on Palantir. I mean, I like it here if it hits. So maybe next week, or if PCE goes well tomorrow, we'll get the breakout, but there's no entry on that one yet. You kind of front ran that. PLD, I think I've seen PLD and it looks good. Not right now. I think it did, but the reason why this isn't on the list or anywhere that we're not talking about, maybe on the weekly. Nah, I don't like this. Not a big fan of that. JD, let's see. That's not bad, Yanni. That's not bad. It's not a textbook setup. It's not really one that I really want to go for here, but it could end up setting up over the next week. Should we do a tweet with the IBM gains? I feel like we should. I feel like we should. You know, let everybody know on Twitter that they're just missing out. You know? Just let everybody know how much they're missing out on. Like... You know, it's just like, what are we doing? You guys seeing it yet? Are you want me to hand out 10 more? Because I'm gonna keep doing it. Ooh, Nio creeping a little. We're about to tweet. Hold on. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. Let's see here. Let's see. Get your like buttons ready. All right, 3, 2, 1, tweet. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Let's see. Everybody, I'm going to grab the link to that tweet really quickly. Everybody drop a like, drop a retweet. Congratulate Alex and Jackie on yet another just absolutely ridiculous trade with the LTMP group there, guys. So I'll grab that link here. I'll post it in the live chat for those of you guys that aren't following me on Twitter right now. There you guys go. Drop a like, drop a retweet, drop a comment. You know, it was silly, but you bought Amazon a while ago in the weekly wolf fag and it tanked and it just keeps tanking. Well, again, think about what I talk about with you guys all the time. Like Amazon here, if you were to look at this on the weekly time frame here, and you were to look at this on a weekly flag, okay, so if this were to break on the weekly from here, your stop goes down below 226. You got to know the exact reasons. Again, this is why like the LTMP system will work so well. And I'm pretty sure you're in there, Daily Pizza. So I'm not sure how you would mess this up. Like, one, I don't know why you would have really bought that one, and two, or I could see it on the breakout there, but I also don't know why you would have held on to that, especially to right now. Because the most important thing about the market, guys, and the reason why LTMP is so different than everything else, is that what I get across to you guys, and the main focus is making sure that you guys understand the exact reasonings behind why and when you're entering the trades, how you're going to manage it when you're in them, and exactly when and why you're going to exit, whether that be a stop or a take profit. But let's see. Are you guys slacking on the tweet? There's some slackers over here. You guys are slacking. You guys are slacking big time. This is crazy. This is also, we're going to do a little bit of a rant here. Little bit of a rant. I keep saying this. Nobody actually wants to make any money. Zero. I post one thing, a joke, a troll tweet about freaking GameStop, and it gets 700 likes, 25,000 views. I show you guys the best setups in the market that are actually going to have a way higher likelihood of getting you the results that a lot of these people are actually looking for out of the GameStop investment. Crickets. This is why I say nobody, no matter how much, no matter what they want to tell you, actually wants to make money, because their actions are showing you that they're actively taking the steps to do the exact opposite and to fail. And like I say all the time, everything's been right in front of you guys the entire time. You guys want to have success in the market? You can. I'm going to keep doing what we're doing over here, no matter if there's one person or if there's 10,000 people in here. But it's always been right in front of you. Like, think about it. Who else is out here showcasing to you guys over 20 10x trades in a month? 2 months, sorry. Who? Who is it? Nobody. It's me. That's it. We're going to keep doing what we're doing over here, team. You either see it or you don't at this point. But if you don't see it at this point, quite honestly, don't be operating in the market and expect to have any level of success. Just don't. Lulu's creeping back up here. Nio's looking kind of interesting. I want to see Nio get back into the 760s. 771 on Nio's huge because it's this peak. If it breaks that, guys, I mean, Nio could go on a big boy run. Oh my God, another round of IBM gains, 687%. God, that's insane. Nobody actually wants to make any money, guys. If they did, they'd be taking different actions than they're currently taking. It's very simple. It's an interesting candle they just bought up there on the market. Let's see what they want to do here. You ever short or just long? When the market tells me to. I like the inverse ETFs. Those are fun. We do a lot of macro stuff when the market's moving down. Like, we'll do stuff in the bond market. Like, some of the currency ones are fun. Future. Like, it gets a little funky, but it's fun. Gold's starting to look interesting again. Gold was another 1,000%er. Think about that. We're hitting 1,000% trades on freaking gold. You kidding me? Like, oh yeah, we were talking about this morning about the short setups, because I was like, well, if the market is going to move down, I don't think it's going to really knife off of the news that we saw, but like if it did, I mean, you basically just invert the chart. It's the same exact thing in the other direction. You just pray for Amazon then. All right, man. Hope it works out for you. It's been the weakest of the Mag 7. Yeah, but think about it too. You want to be buying strength, not weakness. Like, if something is lagging, it's lagging for a reason. And like this, and you also could have Bezos doing stuff. What platform do you use to trade futures? Ninja Trader. I don't do it all the time though. Like, I very rarely do it. It's just like, unless it's like I want to trade the bond market, or like sometimes you can do it with crypto futures, but they're kind of weird. What do you call it? The currency ones are fun. Remember the 6J trade? Do you guys remember the USD JPY stuff? I was the USD JPY short. Oh my God, this thing was insane. I cut it a little early too, but this thing was ridiculous. Oh, this is the weekly. Hold on. It was this. Ready? I'll show. Okay. The short was here. It was the break of 153. USD JPY went all the way down to 139. That's take off in turns. Not really. You always want to be buying the leaders. Like, think about the trades that we're taking. Like, we're trading in the leading sectors most of the time, but we're also buying the leaders. Because those are the ones that have a higher likelihood of continuing their outperformance. But guys, this is getting crazy. Like, this is, I keep telling you, this is stuff that the trading community, the investing community has not seen before. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I can't wait to see all of you new people that are hopping in, just like catching on real quick and just being like, oh my God, it's that simple. I'm like, yeah, it is. All of you guys can do this. So Lulu doing okay here. Nio, I do want to see this thing try and make it another attempt at those highs today. That would be fun. Where is Palantir? Is that thing close to the highs again or no? Yeah, I mean, if it does it today, maybe I do something really small on it just to have a little something fun for PCE, but we'll see. We'll see. With the crazy volatility out of the market today, I'd be a little cautious. Prayer, the best trading strategy. Thoughts on BMNR? You want me to do my BMNR rant again? I don't like it. I don't like stuff like that. I think it's silly. I think it's like these whole like crypto treasury thing. I think it's nonsense. I think if you're bullish on ETH, buy ETH. If you want a levered position on ETH, get leverage on ETH. I don't really see the need for any of these companies out in the marketplace. I just don't. I'm not a fan of them. I think they're going to wildly underperform when ETH goes up. Obviously, they're going to go up if they're tradable. If there's a good setup on it, I will trade it, but it is not something that I want to include in any sort of long-term portfolio. The risk-adjusted returns on these are not going to be as good. And if I wanted something, I'd buy something like IBIT, ETH A. I would get leverage. I would just do it that way, or just buy the actual coins. You know, it's like this roundabout way to get crypto exposure that you don't have to do. Well, I don't do leverage. Technically, like trading futures and options are levered positions, but with investing, I don't do leverage. Market dipping a little there. What do we got on the news feed? DOJ pushes for probe of George Soros Foundation. Interesting. You think it's the same for MSTR? Yep. Yep. Wouldn't buy any of those. It's like this like retail nonsense again. It's like, oh my God, look, they're ripping. And it's like, yeah, because Bitcoin's going up and everybody's hyping them up. But what do you think happens when Bitcoin drills? Where's MS? What the? Like, where is MSTR in relation to its highs? Like, that's the parabolic short. The parabolic short on MSTR was insane. But like in relation to its highs, what's it down? 44%? Where's Bitcoin? Where's Bitcoin? Bearish setup on Bitcoin here, but look, where's Bitcoin? 10, 11%? Why would I buy that? You know, like why would I subject myself to that type of risk in a portfolio? I wouldn't. My standard deviation would be huge. My Sharp would be garbage. You know, like it wouldn't make sense to do those things. Because think about it, we're trying to use our capital the most efficient way that we can. I don't think that buying things like MSTR, SBA, BMNR is an efficient use of capital. Like, I like Tom Lee, but BMNR is a grift. Because I and everybody else knows that have been around the game for a long enough period of time, we know exactly what's going to happen if you bring out a product like that to retail. We know what they're going to do, especially when somebody like Tom Lee brings it out. They're going to buy the crap out of it. And then what's going to happen? It's going to get pumped. people are going to think that it's going to keep going up. They're going to look at the crypto market as a whole and be like, oh my God, this is interesting. I'm going to start buying this. And then all of a sudden they're down 50, 60, 70%. Best looking stock right now? I don't really have one. I don't buy stocks near the highs. I would need to see like at least a deep 10% pullback to start looking at stuff, and the overall reasoning why the market would be doing that. Like I don't buy stuff near the highs. Remember the hood entries I gave you guys earlier this year, and now it's like what, tripled? Those were good. Here's another thing. If you ever hear me say that I'm selling puts on something, the track record is pretty good for just buying the freaking shares. How about Granny? Granny's not the same thing. Granny Shots is not the same thing. It's an ETF with like a lot of different holdings in it. It'd be like, what do you think about SPOT? Like, you know, IBM was great. You're welcome, man. Can you explain why patience is so important in the market? Yeah, I mean, the main reason why, I mean, it's, if you don't have patience, but you're gonna, okay, this is a good way to explain it. If you're looking for high quality A+ setups in the market, think about what needs to happen in order for that setup to form. It's probably not gonna happen as often as you think it does. So if you then know what the results, or have a decent understanding of what the results are gonna be over time by only trading those high quality A+ setups, it will then require patience. But by not having patience, you're not going to be trading those high quality A+ setups. You're basically going to be gambling in trading in a way that probably is going to end up with negative expected value. So basically, if you don't have patience, you're going to lose money. As simple as that. But no, Granny's not the same thing. But yeah, I mean, very, very interesting day in the market here. Let's see what it wants to do. Nio still looking good. Let's see what happens with Lulu. We still have what? A lot of room to that Lulu stop. But again, size for zero on an interesting setup. If it wants to go, it wants to go. We have PCE tomorrow, so there's not really anything really for us to be doing anyway. What qualifications does a trade need to have before you enter? Yanni? You're making my brain bleed. Because here's the problem with this. You have access to the course curriculum videos. You have access to all the Instagram videos that I've made. And if after that you're still, it's just like, it sounds like you're trying to rage bait me. Is what it sounds like. Oh, you're asking for your brother? Show him one of my Instagram videos. Because I know you know, and I'm like, don't rage bait me. Like, course curriculum videos. You can see a little bit of what we do on Instagram too, if you want to get a good understanding of the strategy and why it works so well. The Instagram videos are good. TikTok's good. I just, like, the thing is like, if I have put in all of this effort to give you guys, like, this course curriculum series and all the Instagram videos, it's like, please don't ask me every 10 seconds to do the live course every single day. Like, you know? I'll say it like this, though. Up, flat, up. That's what you want. You want up, flat, up. Market's stuttering a little here. And yeah, keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. I'll have a YouTube video for you guys probably on Saturday. I gotta start making more YouTube videos. After next week, I'll probably get back on the The YouTube videos. The scanner. I mean, I tell you guys this all the time. I don't even use the scanner. I just sit here and I just look at all the stocks in the market. Not all of them, but like I scroll through a lot on the weekends for you guys. That's why I'm able to see like 85, 90% of all the epic setups. And then the best part about LTMP too is that like you guys are finding them too. That's my favorite thing, especially with like those of you guys that are new and you come in and I know you've just watched the all the educational videos and you're like, hey, SB, is this the setup? Like, is this one? And a lot of the time you guys catch it right away. And it's like, yep, there you go. You got it. You got it. But yeah, congratulations on the IBM, guys. That's like the 21st 10x trade in like the last 2 months. That's insane. FSLR? No, I don't like that. Give it a couple weeks, but yeah, let me throw the, again, remember, prices are going up for LTMP next week. Make sure that you guys lock in the lower rate before the price increase. Here you guys go. Use code, what, September, get 50% off your first month. The TA update videos on Nio. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just like, it's not that hard. Like, it's not gonna, I don't have to do it every day. But like, yeah, I will start making more YouTube videos for you guys after next week. Next week, I'm busy. All the younger ones should join LTMP just to learn how to manage their future. Well worth the monthly cost. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, this was the big move on Nio. That was the 10Xer. If you guys caught this one, that's a good one. This one's looking good, but we'll see what happens to it. But again, like we'll be trading it when Nio sets up nicely. But at the end of the day, from an investment perspective, which I do own 4,000 shares of Nio at 455, which is not a big position. I'm treating it more like an option. They just need to execute. That's it. If they can execute, all right, you can see it re-rate over 10, 15, maybe 20. That'd be great. And that'd be pretty cool. But until then, it's just like, let's see what they're able to do. When the trade hits your price target, why shouldn't we enter? Well, you would be selling because it's a price target. It's a price target. You'd be selling. You wouldn't want to be enter when we're selling, you know? You want to be entering at the levels that I outlined for you guys. You know? Tesla giving us a pullback entry soon. I don't buy pullbacks. I buy bases. Big difference. That's a big difference. Almost all of the names that I've outlined for you guys. Philip Morris was a little different. That was almost like a textbook breakout. You meant the levels? Well, why would you be entering at a level of at a level that makes the most sense on the chart to be selling, you know? J&J weekly is still valid. I like that. Because also, Yanni, you're late. Like, let's say for example here, what was a really epic one? IBM. If I outline the entry for you guys here, and some of the targets are like what, 269. Why would you enter at 269 when you could have entered when I gave it to you at 261? You know, it's actually going more here. That's crazy. But like, even if it were to run up to here at like 288, the next target, it's like, why would you buy it logically? Why would you buy it there? Why wouldn't you just like hit it the way that we talk about with the strategy at 261 and ride it and be up 1,000%? Like, you know, the reason why we have so much success is because we're getting the very start of the move, and we're able to hit most of it if you can continue riding them. Let's see here. Oh, we got some people hopping into LTMP. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got in here? I want to see everybody give a nice warm welcome. We've got Noach. We've got Noah. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the group. I'm going to direct you guys to the start here area. Great work, guys. Smart choice, hopping in before the price increase. That actually might be the same person happening. Just moving Discord accounts around. Welcome, guys. LIC and LAR. Let's see. We're Nio creeping a little. There we go. Welcome, guys. 288? Dude, if this hits 288 today on IBM, this is going to be, I would say 3,000%. That would be my guess on the IBMs. 3,000 to 5,000% is what it would be. That's 30 to 50 times your initial investment in the position. Are you convinced yet? It's already over 1,000%. So tomorrow with PCE, it'll be a little slow. Welcome. Yeah, everybody give them a nice warm welcome in the chat there. Is that the entry or the price target? It's always the entry. The levels that I'm posting are always the entry. We've talked about this before too, Yanni. Unless you're trying to like explain to your brother, but like I feel like I've talked about this with you before. The levels in the watch list are the entry. Yeah, because it'll make a lot more sense. Like Yanni, make sure again. Sometimes for some of you guys, it'll take a couple of times to go through the videos, but like think about the way that we talk about it in the videos. And in the way that you guys see me enter these trades all the time, it's like if it's breaking the top side of the range, that's obviously the entry, not the profit target, because then it's like, okay, then where would you put your risk? It's like, well, I don't know. Like that's where the entries are. You can see any of these moves, like IBM entry. You got LMT, another good one over here that we hit this week. Entry here or here, like they're all good ones. And then what else? Nio, kind of the same deal with this, like. On RH, Alex. Oh, the one that Restoration Heart. Was that a Dave one? Oh, you simulated returns on Robinhood? Oh, Robinhood. Gotcha. I think it would be more than that, Alex. Unless I don't know what contracts you. Are you already in the money? Let me look. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, intrinsic value would be $8. What are they at now? No. $8 plus time premium, which I think they expire tomorrow. Yeah, okay. I'd say I still think if it hits 288 today, that upper level, I still think 3,000%. That's kind of what I'm thinking. He's saying the dotted lines are the take profit targets? Yeah, they're not. They're not. Those are the entries. AMD setting up? Is it? It's we were looking at that yesterday. Nah, not really. But yeah, guys, you can all do this. It's very, very, very simple. It's like, then again, remember, the reason why I'm able to showcase all these crazy results all the time is because I run this group differently. This is not like STV tells you what to do. One, that's illegal. You can't do that. But I focus on making sure that each and every single one of you guys fully understand the exact way to execute. Because when you understand that, it gives you so much more confidence. And that's how you're able to nail these moves, like Alex is right here. There is only one way to have big long-term success in the market, and it's not. I'll tell you, it's not by trying to randomly just have no idea what you're doing, following random people on the internet. I can tell you that. But if you guys are serious, you're willing to learn, you want to come in and learn these skills and start nailing these gains. It's been right in front of you the entire time. If all these other people are doing it all the time, why can't you? You know? If everybody else is doing it, well, what makes you think you can't? It's all about setting all of you guys up for long-term success. Lulu actually still holding on today. That's interesting. I'd love to see it get back above, what do you call it? 177. You know, that'd be nice. Ooh, market little pop. Hello. You have two sets of contracts that both expire tomorrow. 265s are around 660. Yeah, I'm talking about the 280s, Alex. I still think that if it gets to 288 today, or what's the level? It's like 289 basically. So it's that extra dollar that I'm talking about. IBM. I think it's, what is it? Oh, it is 288. So I still think they're going to be if it did it today, like in the next couple hours, I still think you'd be very close to 3,000% on them. If it did that. I mean, that would be a crazy move out of IBM to keep doing that today. Let's see if Nio's creeping here a little. Let's see if it can do it. That'd be nice. Get a little burst. A little burst on Nio. Time decay. Well, the thing is now, Adrian, is, I mean, yes, you are going to have theta, so you're going to converge into the intrinsic value of the option, but he has the 280s. So, like, the contracts are currently trading, I think, in the 4s. That's just what I thought I saw. I think they're in the 4s. Yeah, 5s. So you'd, like, if it were to jump to 288, I mean, you're getting dollar for dollar with the 280 strike. So at a bare minimum at 288, the contracts will be worth $8 plus time premium and applied volatility. Like, it will be a little bit. They'll probably be worth $8.50, $9, maybe $9.50, which will put you pretty close to 3,000%. If it did it. If it does it tomorrow, different story. But be careful, Alex. Remember, I mean, I know you've hit some really, really awesome trades this week. You had the $15,000 trade on Lockheed, which was insane. You had this one on IBM. You've had a couple of other really good ones. I know you're up a lot. Just be careful. Be careful going into tomorrow. You know? You're up a lot of money. Just be careful. You can still hold it to the next target, though. How do we know if it's a week or a swing? Weekly? When I say weekly, don't ever think, okay, I feel like this is something we should talk about here too. Don't ever think when I say weekly setup, it doesn't mean that you're buying contracts that expire that week. It means that the time frame is on the weekly, which then means you're going to need more time to expiration anyway. If you're trading weekly options expirations, you need to be sizing like 0.5% to 0.25% of your account. Almost every time I'm getting at least minimum 2 weeks to expiration, usually a month out on all the daily setups. With the weeklies, I'll go a little bit further, 2 months, 3 months, and let them run. I will never trade weeklies. And then the follow-up question is, how do we know if it's a weekly time frame setup? Well, I'll tell you in the watches section. And you can also see it too when you click on the chart. If it looks different, it's probably a weekly setup. You know, it's very simple, guys. The thing that like everybody always like says when they hop in is like, oh, I didn't realize it was like this simple. It's like, because people are so damaged by all this nonsense that they've been fed in the market over the years about, especially as it relates to trading, about stuff that just like doesn't work. It's overcomplicated. There's too many things on their chart. They're just like thinking about too many things. It's like, no. Like a lot of people come in, they're like, yeah, I'm used to like all of this other craziness, and like this is just so much simpler. It's like almost too simple. I'm like, I know. There's no retest, no this, that, the other, nothing. Just simple. I really like, the only reason why I have the EMAs on the charts there is to like maybe keep me safe in some cases if things are looking a little weird. It's just a barometer. It's like, oh, IBM's consolidating on top of the 10 here. Great. But if you just gave me this chart, I'd probably be like, oh, it's still a great setup. Like if we had none of this on the chart here, like look at IBM. All right, well, you have a nice move down. You shifted the trend. You're consolidating. You're looking for a nice move up. I don't even need the moving averages because then we just have the levels. It's just there as like a placeholder. Ooh, I don't want that. I want that. You know? Simple is always better. You know? So, Nio looks good. Lulu doing its thing. Market doing its thing. We'll see what happens. Thoughts on crowd? Let's take a look. Okay, so with these, I usually don't play these descending channels because they're a little funky. They get a little weird, like they don't break cleanly. Doesn't look bad. If it were to flatline in here and chop around for a week, sure. But right now, I'm not really interested in that one. 882. Yeah, so I was close. So it's probably 2,500%, 3,000%. It's right around there. It's right around there. You know? But, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. We're going to be wrapping up the stream for today. Did I have Lulu? Yeah, I have it from yesterday. But let's see here, team. So I'm going to throw the link to LTMP in here one last time for you guys. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. It's first link in the description there as well. Again, prices are going up next week. If you want to lock in the lower rate, meaning the price that you join at never goes up on you, make sure you hop in before then. Get 50% off your first month with code September. We'd love to have you in there. Again, tomorrow, public live day. I'll be live for everybody on YouTube here at 9:15, so that'll be fun. I'll see you guys there. I'll be posting some Instagram and TikTok videos for you guys today too, so be on the lookout for those. But other than that, guys, even with the crazy volatility of the market, you guys saw what was possible today with IBM, 1,000%, 500%. Nio looks good. Lulu held on there a little. We'll see what happens with that. So, again, like I keep telling you guys, I don't know how many more of these you guys need to see, but the only question you got to ask yourself really at this point is how many more of these epic trades are you going to miss? Nobody's doing anything even close to what we're doing in LTMP. The trading community's never seen it before. So, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Peace!